Welcome. In this session, we are going to take a look at how to set up a chat activity. This activity allows you and your students to converse in real time, meaning that students can communicate with their instructor and colleagues who may be online in the chat room. Chat rooms are a great way to have group discussions about a particular topic or host online Q&A sessions. This activity will allow students who are reluctant to ask or answer questions in a traditional classroom setting but are more talkative in online chats to contribute and ask questions. To set up a chat, first enable editing by clicking on Turn Editing On. Next, select Add Activity or Resource at the bottom of the section that you want to add the chat activity to. Then select Chat from the Add an Activity or Resource pop-up menu to open the chat page setting as displayed here. We are now going to look at how to set up the chat below. Under the General section, you need to provide the chat name and the name of this chat room text box, the exact way that you want it to appear on your course page. Students will access the chat by clicking on this name. For instance, I am giving my chat room the name eLearning Chat Room. Now, in the description area, enter a brief description of the chat topic into the introduction text editor. As my description, I am writing this: Welcome to the eLearning Chat Room. Feel at home, and let's interact. This description will not appear on the course page unless you enable it by clicking on this checkbox. Next is the chat sessions. Here, you can use the next chat time drop-down lists to schedule the date and time the chat room will open. Secondly, you can click the drop-down for repeat/publish session times to specify whether the chat will always remain open or not. Under it, you'll find options such as Don't publish any chat times, or whether the chat session will repeat at the same time every day, or same time every week, or no repeat at all. This is purely used as an indication to students when the chat room will be available. If the chat room is visible on your homepage, students will be able to enter the room regardless. The Save Past Sessions drop-down list lets you specify how long the chat transcript will be available online for others to view. Under Everyone can view past sessions, if the selection controls is set to Yes, it means everyone including your students can view the past chat logs. On the other hand, if set to No, it means the chat logs viewability would be restricted to only the instructor or users who have been assigned that viewing rights. I am going to choose Yes for my chat room example. The rest of the settings down here are the same as what has already been explained in the video titled, How to Set Up a Quiz Activity. So you can refer to that video to learn how to use these settings. Lastly, let's save our chat activity settings by clicking on either Save and Return to Course or Save and Display depending on what you want. I will choose Save and Return to Course. After this, a link to the chat will now appear on the course page, which the student can follow to enter the chat room. Now let's look at how to start and participate in a chat room discussion. To start or participate in a chat after creating it, follow these steps. On your course homepage, click on the link to the chat room you have just created. This will take you to the chat page. Now, to enter the chat room, select Click here to enter the chat now. This will open a pop-up window to display the chat session. This will open a pop-up window to display the chat session. You can also view who is present in the chat room on the right-hand side here. The chat room is similar to any other chatting application like WhatsApp. To type a message to all participants in the chat, use the dialog box at the bottom of your screen to enter your message. When you are satisfied with your message, hit the Enter key on your keyboard, or click on this Send button. When you are done chatting in the chat room, you can close the window using this Close button. Please note that this doesn't close the chat session for the other participants. When you click on the link again, you can get the option to view past chat sessions by clicking on the View Past Chat Sessions on the summary screen. In the next video, we will be looking at how to add files, folders, and pages to the course page.